Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordant and we're back for some more Baldur's Gate 2. In the last episode we cleared up a bit more of the underground area. We reached the Sverfneblin settlement, learned of their troubles, and we are now gonna try and help them out with whatever kind of beast, demon, whatever, they have awakened from a deep tunnel. The only information they were able to give to me was that they tunneled deep and something out of dreams or nightmares came up from the ground and started killing them all. So I have no idea what kind of enemy this is. I can only assume it's dangerous. So let's speak with this friend here.
Yes.
I have been informed of the permission given. You may pass into the depths if you wish, though I worry for the dangers you may face. Okay, so not having a lot of information here, I think the best person to send in would be Herdelise, with a couple of nice buffs on top, and also maybe Korgan. Now, something coming from under the ground, I'm gonna think of probably some kind of demon or elemental. And he's probably fire-based or earth-based. If he's earth-based, I don't really have much to worry myself with. If he's fire-based, I want to have some protection from fire on my friends here.
Bother someone else.
I'm also gonna get some protection from evil. Some emotions. Spirit shield, spirit shield. You can use a blur.
You need my skills.
Some more buffings.
I'm busy. Okay, I'm busy.
Let's get some Cat's Grace on Herdelise to improve his dexterity.
Yes, Abil.
Some chaotic commands. And I think it's pretty much good to go. So, let's get some improved haste on our friends that are gonna be going in. Also get some mirror images here. You as well.
I'll do as you wish. For now.
And let's see what we find. Also, protection from abjuration, in case you can dispel magic. And my friends here are gonna stand back for now.
Mark your orders already.
Let's go.
Later I'll split your gut open.
This dark pit gives you a feeling of unease. Darkness overwhelms you, and you sense another. Do I sense another? Okay. So, a Balor. I feel like I'm playing Lord of the Rings. So let's let's use hardiness instead. Herdelise, you can just go fight. Okay, so hardiness on Korgan, go. You go. Are we hitting him, by the way? What does this guy have? Well, he is getting hit. He's immune to fire. He's not taking the physical damage. Ah, okay, because he has stone skin. I can see the effect of the stone skin, but I cannot see the stone skin being cast. Or am I just blind? You sense another. He cast Firestorm, so it's a good thing we had protection from fire. Stone skin didn't get logged. Whoa! What is this spirit going out here? A Vorpal hit. Enrage Viconia. Give Herdelise immediately a death ward, please. Okay, he is now safe from Vorpal hits. Let's kill this bitch. Yeah, you don't like it, do ya? Why am I not dealing... Is he still with a Ah, okay, now he's taking damage. Okay. Let's get you out of the fire. Although, you can actually stay in the fire. And you can use the scroll instead of Palpatine.
This is a role I am glad to play.
Balor down. Anything over here I might want to take before I actually do something? No. The pit is empty. Let's read the scroll. And this is down. Hercules
Order 60.
nearly got his head chopped off. Thankfully he's saved. What are your saves, by the way? Save versus death 2. It was possible for him to get permanently killed there. Although, highly unlikely, let's say. Okay, so Balor down. It was indeed a demon. So we gotta report our success to this friend over here. Afterwards, I think we're gonna deal with the mage imprisoned. And then I'm gonna start stealing some scrolls from these guys.
You are welcome back. We had worried for your safety as though one of our own were in danger.
I bet. I heard the rumblings of your battle, Palpatine, and I am glad to see you alive. I thank you immeasurably. With the tunnel collapsed, the creature will not be disturbed again. I know it is dead, but who knows what could happen with such things. It will trouble you no more. Yes, and with all haste. I will not delay your own goals for a second longer. Please, accept this magical item as partial payment. Ooh. A mace, a bunch of experience, and also the light gem. With this, you will be able to pass the Great Stairs and enter the lair of Adalon. I wish you well. I have killed the beast and now must return to Goldender for the light gem you promised me. Okay, this is what we've done. What is this mace? Put this here. A Skull Crusher +3. This mace is permanently bloodstained, a telltale trace of its many years spent bashing heads. The weapon would have been the bane of humanoids throughout its history, but those that wielded it seem to have been purposefully left out of historic record. So it's pretty much just a +3 enchanted mace, with the particularity of having +2 extra damage versus humanoids. We are not going to be using this, so we can just store it. Or actually, are we going to be using this? I guess we might actually use this. Where is it? Here. It's better than mine, so.
Do it.
So Edwin also leveled up.
Master, what should I fetch now?
So one more HLA for him. No new spell slots, apparently. Really? Ah, okay. Additional level 8 slot. Now, as for the high level abilities, I think I'm also going to take an improved alacrity on him. Even though it's not nearly as good as it is on Palpatine because of Robovecna and all that stuff. But yeah, I think it's still the best option here. And then probably Dragon's Breath and start taking some extra spells. Maybe Comet as well. We'll see. Okay, so you get another level 8 spell, which I'm gonna give you. Is this even remotely good? Oops. What does this do? Constricts a target once per round for up to 4 rounds. It initially smashes the target for 3d6 damage with no save, and the target is held. Oh, wait. There is no save for the hold. In the second round, the target can save versus paralysis at -2 to escape. Okay, so apparently they are not able to resist the first one. Magic resistance will stop the spell. Okay, as expected. The hold can be nice. I'm gonna take one, just try it out.
It's treason.
And I also need to give Erdely's a contingency. Yes, I do. Before I forget, actually. So, take this. What do I want? I guess protection from magical weapons if I ever get to 50% HP. Sure. I think it's generically the best choice. And okay, so as for the imprisoned mage, I think these guys told me it was kinda north from their base. A Duergar in the Underdark said a mage was trapped by the imprisonment spell in a battle. He wanted to unearth a treasure trove or artifact of some kind, but was attacked. The Duergar said it occurred in a cavern north of him. Okay, so north of him. I'm not sure if any of this counts as a cave, but this is north of where they are. We've been here already, so it shouldn't be here, but we'll see. Come on, you slowpokes. Now, time to find out if this mage is friendly, if he's hostile.
I am yours to command.
Just first do a couple of buffs here. Just in case he comes out guns blasting. Or guns blazing in this case. Have I given him his spells yet? Okay, I have. Okay. So let's see what this mage has to say. Assuming it's over here. Freedom. Oh, the camera shifted. Ooh.
Readier than a red-cheeked maiden, my friend.
Okay, it's just one.
Thank you for releasing me. I was sure my destiny was to end imprisoned here forever. I've never been more glad to be wrong.
Vithal. I like his voice acting. I am indebted to you. Perhaps we might be of use to each other. I had great plans before I was so rudely interrupted. So, who are you battling here? I am unsure of that myself, though I imagine that I simply insulted a local resident with my ignorance of custom. The value of my goal may have blinded me. So yeah, because of course he is a surfacer. Regardless, I must continue what I have begun, and would do so with your help, if you are willing. I will consider it. Hear me out, and I am sure I will entice you. The prize is wealthy, but the finding is tricky. This spot is thin, and careful spells may breach the walls between dimensions. On the other side, one might find some valuable magic, if one knows where to look. If you could aid me a bit, I would be forever grateful. There will be items enough for us both. Okay, I like this. What is required of me? I cannot lie, there will be combat. I thought I was prepared for such, but my failure has obviously proved me wrong. With your aid, things should go smoother, though your first duties would be less dangerous by far. A few errands. This is quickly sounding like it is beneath me. I apologize if I have suggested anything that would demean you, but the greatest plans have simple flaws. I can stay here and begin preparatory spells, but I cannot cast the actual dimension-breaching spells without the procedures outlined in my Book of Rituals. I imagine it was taken after I was imprisoned. There were Sverfneblin observing my conflict. Perhaps they took it. I cannot blame them. I am sure I appeared quite permanently lost. Okay. I will fetch your Book of Rituals for you then. Where might they have taken it? I believe there is a Sverfneblin village to the north. They may have taken my gear there. If you go, tell them they may keep everything but the book. Thank you if you can do anything. I will be at the Earth Elemental Portal, softening the area with minor spells. Oh, okay, so what? When you cast a spell, its powerful magics free an imprisoned mage from the depths of the earth. Okay. So he's gonna be staying over there. We gain 10,000 experience points just for that. Okay. So let's once again speak with this Sverfneblin, and actually, just to save some time, give me your booties. And Palpatine can go alone.
So be it.
Just to make this a little bit faster. Man, to think we started with the simple blind spell. What was the other spell I took at the start? A blind spell and a shield spell. And now we have time stops, improved haste and horde wilting in our bars. Quite nice.
We have no more to discuss. Your efforts here were appreciated, but we must move on to other concerns.
Okay, so clearly this is not the person I want to be speaking to. The innkeeper?
You wouldn't hurt a gnome, would you?
Okay, we've already read this. You haven't run across a lost bit of gear, have you? Belonging to a mage? You find a lot in the tunnels, you do. There's no harm in picking up what has fallen from dead hands. Well, the mage is no longer dead. He would like the return of his Book of Rituals. No longer dead? That'd be quite a recovery. Fine, you may have his book, but a finder's fee is what I require. Bitch. I have even kept it separate from what other inventory I might have. A curious read it is. 300 gold too much for your purse? Dude, sure, take 300 gold. Then we have a trade we do. I thank you for your patronage. Oh, come on. Yes, actually, I can just store this on a bag of holding. This is a book of elemental rituals that is the possession of a mage called Vithal. It is of little use to any other person. Okay, let's store this here. We can now move quickly again. And we're gonna go to the Earth Elemental Portal, I believe.
Execute Order 60.
This one was fire, this one is the Earth. Speedy Gonzales. Okay, so Corgan, you can take your booties. Give me mine, let's go. Good.
You have returned. My work goes well, though there is only so much I can do without your help.
I have found your Book of Rituals. Here, have it back. Thank you. This will prove a profitable venture yet, I assure you. Now, to the dangerous bit. There will be 3 gates I must enter. There will be a guardian in each, and it will not be pleased to see us. I will lure each one through in turn. Be ready with your defenses. A guardian? What kind of guardian? Whose treasure is this that you seek? I do not know the nature of the guardians or who placed them there. I imagine the place was a safehold of a mage from ancient times, but I cannot be sure. Curiosity has driven me crazy to find out what is there. I regret placing you in harm's way, but I cannot fight the creature while maintaining the spell. I will pay you well with a share of what I find, I assure you. Okay, then perform your rituals, I'm ready. Very well. Let the walls between dimensions yield to me. Let the ether be made solid that a mortal man may pass. I don't like this so close to me.
Do it.
Be quick with it.
Okay, fight. You stay back.
I think we make
Edwin, do you still have improved haste? You do not. Okay, so let's just back up. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I shall follow
There's a lot of stuff on top of me, and I'm not liking this. Improve this on Corgan. Quickly, and move out. What the hell is going on? Is this an earthquake? Is Vital gonna get killed?
What do you want?
Okay, hit this guy. Hit this guy. Move the hell back. you three just go
Our
away.
destiny awaits.
Okay, we're hitting the guy.
Do not care much for
Improve haste on Herdlis. Vicky, can you tank this guy for a bit just so he doesn't annoy me? Divine protection on yourself and tank him.
You got it.
Okay, you guys go over there.
Ultranon!
Yes, be bloody ready.
Okay, so he went away. He's safe.
this sparrow. I shall be glad to die.
Good.
A skull breaker, bark your orders.
Ooh, he has stone skin. Ah, god, the earthquake effect is annoying.
For the
Jesus
Doom God, I
Christ.
strike a blow!
Yes, it is.
Are you still immune? You are.
Let's see what your guts be looking like.
Okay, kill this one.
May our deeds be sung to the ages!
Jesus, I hate this effect. Oh my lord.
Well done. Now the way is clear for the first gate. We are close to our goal. Wish me luck.
His voice is really low. Okay, so wait. We are clear from the... Did he go to this one? No. Did he go to this one? Ah, no, we went into this one still. Okay, never mind. So what did you find?
Well, that was unpleasant. I cannot survive on the other side very long, which is appropriate, I suppose.
I have acquired some of the trove, but more awaits. Come to the fire gate. Yeah, this time I'm gonna protect myself a little bit better.
Since the Cormyreans sent the price of turnips through the roof during the onion famine.
Okay, so you guys still have improved haste. Let's put Herdlis a bit more to the front. Let's get you some of these, let's get you some of these, you are fine.
I've killed for less.
Execute Order 66.
I will enter the plane of fire and return if I am able. Again, I ask for your well wishes. Be wary. Another guardian may protect this portal as well.
Oh, I bet he does. Do you guys still have protection from fire? You do, wonderful.
What do you
Okay,
want,
greater fire elemental.
Earthling?
Now, not.
Step back. Okay, so we have some more fire elementals. This is fine. They are not threatening. They are highly resistant to damage though. Or they have a large HP.
You make pleasant company, my raven.
Health pool.
I'll be glad to tarry a while in your motley group.
Okay, enter the fire portal.
Aye, a fair gambit.
Aye, that be sounded right.
Are you coming out? Okay, there you go.
I do not only if you are
Another
sure.
portion of the prize is ours. Come now to the air elemental gate.
Bark your
Right.
eye. I'll do as you wish.
The final gate. I don't actually think that air elementals do some kind of lightning-based damage, but
Be quick with
I am not entirely sure. Come on.
Thy will be done.
One more trip and we shall have all there is to have. A pity I could not have known the mage that secreted these things away. They would have made a powerful friend.
Again, I ask for your well wishes as I pass beyond. Again, you must face a guardian first. Okay, so we're gonna start with Mr. Corgan here having a berserking effect. Greater air elemental, I suppose he's gonna summon some friends as well. Okay, that one's dead. Oh. Okay, he doesn't care about the other ones. That's fine. Okay. These were the easiest ones. Okay, I was actually expecting the air elementals to be a bit more tricky.
I adore squad.
Bartlebis be paid well. I've killed for less.
You need my skills, I see.
Fate beckons us all.
Hello, Mr. Wizard.
'Tis a role I am
My
glad to play.
return! It's good to have the prime material under my feet. There is beauty on the other side, but it is not my own.
And you, my friend, my helpful stranger, I am true to my word. You shall receive your due, just as I have promised. Oof. There. I trust you will be satisfied with this potent item. I have only taken a brief look at it, but I am sure it is worth the pains we took. A small portion of the whole amount, but worthy of your service. A rod and 20,000 experience. Perhaps my portion is a bit too small. I would ask you to reconsider. I believe that I took the majority of the risk in this instance. I was the one that traversed the plains, you know. Still, if you are so insistent, I suppose that I could up your reward a little bit more, though I reserve the right to take the majority for myself.
I can carry none of a stitch. Fall to the ground then.
There, a couple of the spell scrolls that were there. That must suffice, as I will give no more. This guy gave me Simulacrum and Horrid Wilting. So I believe that if we hadn't been lucky enough to get the Horrid Wilting scroll dropping way back when we were doing Nida's quest, and I think that was a random scroll drop, I think this is actually the first place you can actually get it in a guaranteed fashion. Still, I think I deserve it all. Hand it over or I will be forced to take it from you. I expected as much from a stranger in the... Underdark. Very well, let us raise our weapons and spells and settle our feud. I regret it has come to this. I do too, my friend. Herdely's leveled up. So let's not kill the guy before his pre-buffs, but I will prepare myself here with a project image. And I'm gonna start out by protecting it from divination. Okay, now what are you gonna do, my friend? Wait for the pre-buffs. That's all that you have? That's kinda poor. Spell turning? Oh, never mind. Not that poor. Spell turning, spell trap, mirror image, and protection from magic weapons. It's kind of all that he needs. But I'm gonna try and end his time on this planet with my mirror image, my project image. You are kind of annoying me, so you stop attacking, please. Thank you. Is he casting a time stop? Whoa! Where did this mind flare come from? Holy Jesus Christ. He's casting imprisonment on Herdely's, so goodbye Herdely's. And this guy casts True Sight, Dispel Magic, and Disintegrate. That's a bit much when you've already imprisoned him, no? And by the way, I think if this guy hadn't used this time stop, I'm probably still gonna die. Because the Mind Flare is nom-nomming on my brains. Okay, wait. So I'm actually still kinda safe? Because now my time stop went out. This guy is still trying to murder Herdelis. Jesus Christ. Imprisonment, Disintegrate, Finger of Death. Dude, the guy's gone. Just leave him be. Okay, so the Mind Flare has improved invisibility and he's attacking Palpatine. If he hits me once more or twice more, I am dead. So I need to remove him from the equation right now. And I mean right now. So he should be in this section, but I cannot see him, so I'm gonna have to kill him with some Horde Wiltings. But this guy is also a problem. Okay, so let's move over here. Let's move over here, I guess. And let's cast an improved alacrity. Okay. Now, since we have improved alacrity, I might as well make my image safe as well. He's already immune to divination, that's right. Let's make him immune to evocation. And now, the annoying part here is that I have no way to reveal this Mind Flare, which is going to annoy me. But let's try and lower some resistances here. So I want to lower resist on top of myself. Not resist, saving throws. I'm gonna throw a couple because he has magic resistance and this does not go through magic resistance, I don't think. I will back up a little bit. Also cast a slow. Now, Mr. Vital, he needs to take Spell Turning and Spell Trap out. Okay, so let's deal with him right now. So you have Spell Trap. No longer. Move back a bit. Spell Turning, no longer. Move back a bit more. Breach, so you lose your defenses. And also a Power Word Blind. Actually, the Power Word Blind doesn't have travel time, so I will not cast this, no. And now, for this Mind Flare, we're kinda have to pray here. We're gonna have to pray. Let's send out the Dragon's Breath right here. And some Horde Wiltings as close as possible to see if we can hit him as quickly as possible. Don't kill me, please! Don't kill me, please! He is still alive. I'm gonna die. I am going to die, 100% going to die. God damn it. God damn it, man.
Jacques.
You sound like Golodon.
Bark your orders already.
Oh my... My int went up during the time stop, which is kind of funny. Yeah, but I'm I'm dead here. I'm not even sure if I can hit with this.
I'm busy, okay? I'm busy.
What? Is there a griffin about?
Yes, a bit.
Be quick with it.
Can you get here in time? Oh, he died! He died from the dragon's breath.
What do you want, groundling?
Okay, we are fine, man. We are fine. We are fine. We are fine. We are fine. Kill this bitch. Wait. Chain contingency, spell turning, and mislead. You bitch, man. Mislead. He's using all the tricks.
But bother me.
Okay, I think we can still kill the image, right? Really quickly.
Don't yell. I can hear you just fine.
Yes, master. What should I fetch
Who
now?
stands at those?
Okay, so kill the image. Where is my clone? My clone is apparently here for some reason. He's casting Sunfire? He is. Okay. He's getting hit, however. Improved haste. Dude. Where the hell did that mind flare come from? I can no longer see, but I'll just explain just in case you guys are wondering what happened. The issue here is once we cast Project Image, we cast an illusionary copy of the caster and it steps out of his body. It has the same hit points, can cast the same spell, blah blah blah. Okay, so the usual stuff. As long as the image is in existence, the original caster is rooted to the ground and only its projected image may move around. If the image is destroyed, the spell ends and the original caster can move again. Also, and this is the most important part, also, if during this time the caster takes any damage, the image will disappear and the caster can move around again. Otherwise, the image will remain for the duration of the spell or until affected by the spell magic or anything that reveals illusions such as true sight. Now, the thing here is, since Mr. Palpatine is currently equipped with, let me see if I can check it out, with Stone Skin, he's actually taking 0 damage from the Mind Flayer attacks. So the Mind Flayer was nom-nomming on my brains, and I couldn't really move. It was like I was a paralyzed target just sitting right in front of a Mind Flayer. So that's why I nearly died. Now, Mr. Herdelis, get back here. He got imprisoned, that's not ideal. Let's bring him back into the group. So first of all, kill my image.
Be quick with it.
I am yours to command.
Jesus. Okay. So another thing I'm curious about is... never mind. Okay. I actually thought I had set up my chain contingency. Obviously I did not. The chain contingency would have helped me there. Okay, so now, what did this guy actually drop? He dropped a couple of scrolls, which are always cool. We are gonna put these in the blue one. Is this a time stop scroll? Oh. I didn't actually notice that it was a time stop scroll. I am very happy right now. Also, let's not forget Herdelis, sorry. Harry, come here. I'm over encumbered because of his Flail of Ages.
I see my wandering raven has come to light once again on the sparrow's perch.
Something, by the way, that's kind of annoying, or can be kind of annoying, when you're dealing with enemies that cause imprisonment, is the fact that when they imprison one of your party members, it's like they removed it from the party, okay? So you have to recruit them again. And if for some reason they imprison someone that's like having a romance with you, and if that person has some sort of trigger that if you remove it from the party, the romance will break, the imprisonment will also break the romance. And I think there's also some people that get pissy if you kick them out of the party and they may not rejoin you. I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, that's something that can happen. And it will definitely break any kind of romance you may have. I'm sorry, my friend, you got imprisoned. Will you join me again? Very well, Palpatine. Let it not be said that this actor has no heart. I can forgive, and besides, it is exciting to voyage with you. Let us go then, my raven. And also, the goddamn Mind Flayer, man, he... Can I still see it? Because the Mind Flayer resisted one of the horrid wiltings. Resisted. And then he took 53 fire damage from the dragon's breath. Jesus Christ, man. I think he had also gotten hurt before. But that was a real near-death experience. I was gonna die 100% there. And I don't think there would be much I could do to save myself because they see through invisibility in my SCS installation. So I couldn't just improve Invis Palpatine to make him safe. But yeah, sorry, I'll shut up. I'll just start picking up items. So, I picked up a Horrid Wilting. Let's get it to Mr. Jan here. And I want my Flail of Ages back. We also got this item, which is a Rod of Absorption. This is an item that he gave to us as a reward. This rod acts as a magnet, drawing magical spells of any nature, priest or wizard, into itself. What? It then nullifies their effect. The magic absorbed must have been directed at the character possessing the rod. To activate this absorption ability, the user must use the wand, after which time they will be protected for 4 rounds or until the absorption disappears. The rod will absorb 9 levels of spells and can defend against spells up to 9th level in power. Each use of the rod expends 1 charge. Okay, but it just absorbs 1. So it's kind of like a very low level spell trap. Okay, it can be useful. Everybody can use it except for Korgan, not bad. I'll take it. So, what are things to pick up?
I can carry not another stitch.
I can give this to Palpatine. I'm gonna put it here, and put this there. Oh, never mind. This was yours to begin with. And
I can carry not another stitch. Let it fall to the ground then.
this is the Book of Rituals. I can just drop... I'm gonna keep it for now, just in case. And we also picked up a Skull of Death. The mad necromancer lich, Nashtar Nicodemus, forged this helmet from the bones of his own parents. Ah, wonderful. His highest ranked general would wear it when he rode into battle, using it to instantly slay the commanders of the opposing army. After that, the skeletal armies of Nashtar would overrun their demoralized enemies. When Nashtar finally fell, the Skull of Death was supposedly destroyed. So this is a helmet that protects against critical hits, and it has a charge ability of Death Spell once per day. So this is actually quite cool. So in case I have need to kill a few summons and my mages are busy, I can just say to Herdelis or whomever else to kill them for me. So we're definitely going to keep this one in the inventory, although I'm kind of running out of space, but still. Let's get the booties out of there. You are fine. Ah, God, time stop, so good. So good. Okay. I'm just gonna make double sure this is Edwin learning this. Ah, there you go, my friend. There you go.
What is it?
He also has improved alacrity, right? He does. Actually, one thing I forgot that would have helped out immensely, also to deal with this goddamn Mind Flayer, would be to summon my own Planetar. I guess I kind of get focused on just using Palpatine, then I kind of forget the spells on my other people. But I gotta pay more attention to this.
So be it.
Okay, so party is back as it should be. Nobody permanently killed. Palpatine is alive, thank God. And yeah, we're gonna stop the episode here. It's been past its normal time. So yeah, as always, guys, we had a great adventure here. I definitely was not expecting this mage to be as powerful as he was, and I definitely did not expect a random Mind Flayer coming out of nowhere and slurping the brains out of Palpatine while I had project image up. That was most unfortunate. But yeah, so we finished this quest, and now I believe the only thing we have left to do is actually go meet this Eidolon that the Svirfneblins were talking about, and before that, actually, robbing them blind. So I have a few vendors over here I'm gonna steal from, I have a few vendors over here I'm also gonna steal from, and then we are going to meet Eidolon. So, as always, thank you so much for being here in the channel, watching some Baldur's Gate 2 with me. I hope you guys are enjoying the series and enjoying these near-death experiences that Palpatine just narrowly survived. We're still alive, we still haven't died. But yeah, so if you have any thoughts, any questions about the game, or this particular situation, how extremely lucky I was, leave a comment. If you want to get notified about future videos coming to the channel, feel free to subscribe. And I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, stay safe, everyone.